can't deny it. We're in an unprecedented time. We are in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's uprooted a lot of our lives. A lot of people had made plans to use 2020 to improve their fitness, improve their health, and to improve their general wellness. And to have something like this happen can seem almost devastating to people that had made concrete plans to become more healthy and start their fitness journey or continue their fitness journey. But I'm here to say it's not as bad as you think. You can get lean, get bigger if you really want to, maintain your muscle. You can do all of that at home, doing home workouts. Fitness is so important at a time like this. You know, I feel like a lot of people think, okay, there's bigger things to worry about. But the truth is, fitness and overall health are all tied together. And by health, I mean not only physical health, but mental health and overall health. Not just having a six-pack, not just looking sexy as hell. Nah, it's all tied together really in one picture. I've came across several sources that are supporting my idea according to NCBI. Patients with obesity, heart failure, coronary artery disease, diabetes, mellitus, and hypertension are also at increased risk and more likely to deteriorate to serious or critical condition when infected. Doctors are saying that maintaining a healthy diet and exercise habits is as important now as it is ever. And according to a study done at yours truly, regular exercise may reduce the risk of acute respiratory distress syndrome, a major cause of death in patients with COVID-19 virus. And this same study at the same institution, UVA, research suggests that even a single session of exercise increases production of an antioxidant that in the long run can help fight COVID-19. So disclaimers. First of all, I'm not a doctor. I don't look like a doctor. I mean, shit, maybe I do look like a doctor to y'all. This blue workout shirt and these baby boy earrings I got on, but I'm not a doctor. Don't take my advice as doctor's advice, as physician advice. This is purely advice coming from a certified personal trainer, which is what I am. So I want to touch on the topic of gyms reopening. I don't know where you live, but all around the US, there's different, policies in place about how gyms are reopening. Some states have gyms reopening that are open now. I think in my state, in Virginia, I don't think our gyms are open quite yet. But I want to touch on where I stand on that. So first of all, I want to bring up that a lot of states in the US didn't even meet the requirements to reopen as recommended by the CDC. And fact check me, but the CDC and other organizations, they didn't even meet the requirements. And I understand fitness and going to the gym, shit, I don't think anybody misses the gym more than me, but it's a risk you're taking, and you never know. First of all, it's a risk that you're taking, but you're also taking a risk for others. I might be fine if I get COVID-19, but if I were to interact with a loved one or with a friend or a cashier, who knows if I'm asymptomatic and I pass it on to them, There's still things that we're learning every day about this virus that we don't know. I think it's better to be safe. I understand people, like going to the gym in a lot of ways is irreplaceable. You can't lift as heavy. It's almost impossible to lift as heavy as you would in the gym doing a 1 rep max than you can at home with home appliances or desks or I don't know what you have at home. But you have to think. Personally, I don't support gyms reopening. I understand businesses are failing. The economy is shit right now, but sometimes it's bigger than you. It's bigger than bodybuilding. You can keep yourself healthy. You can even gain muscle. You can lose fat. You can maintain muscle all at home, doing home workouts. Yes, it might be more repetitive, and yes, you might not have as much range, and yes, it might not be as effective holistically as a gym session using barbells and equipment and all that stuff, but you just have to look at the big picture. I've had people come to me, hit me up, DM me on my fitness page on Instagram asking me, about workouts to do during this time. But what is the best workout? Can I still tone up? What have you done since this whole thing has started? Because a lot of people know I'm passionate about fitness. So first of all, I want to touch on the two most important exercises that you can do right now. They're both kind of the same exercise, just done a little bit differently. So I don't know if a lot of you have heard of circuit training. Circuit training is totally the best exercise you can do right now, in my opinion. Overall, if you're just looking for general health. First of all, circuit training, it consists of 3 to 5 exercises of moderate reps done in succession without stopping. And then after you do all the exercises in the workout for one cycle, one circuit, it's called a circuit. Then you rest for 2 to 5 minutes, and then you complete the circuit again. People can do anywhere from 2 or 3 circuits to 5 circuits, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So first of all, it can be done at home, and you don't really need any equipment. Really, you can almost use like general home appliances and furniture if you really need to. Another reason is circuit training combines cardiovascular training and strength and muscular endurance training. This is key because this workout combines 2 different types of training and can even be modified to be more heavily resistance focused. So this is honestly the best of both worlds. You get your cardio, you get your strength training. It boosts your metabolism, it boosts your heart rate. There's a system which is called the peripheral heart action, which is a type of circuit training that basically takes exercises and splits them between upper body and lower body. So the first exercise in the circuit can be done upper body. Then the second exercise in the circuit can be done lower body. And what this does is that it promotes blood flow through the body. And it has been shown in studies to improve the cardiovascular health and the cardiovascular function in everyday life. So this is honestly a great option for training, especially since COVID-19 has been linked to cardiovascular disease and heart health. So this is the first split, is the upper body split. About 15 to 20 reps for each exercise if you can. Just an active stretching. I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of this is some bullshit. I would say stretch for about 5 to 10 minutes and try to focus on that. That's a pretty important part of any exercise, to get the muscles loosened and to get them functioning properly and working properly together. So here I'm doing a decline push-up. This is very good for resistance training if you want to get more resistance out of your circuit training workout. So for progressive resistance training. This is a chin up. You see I'm improvising here, doing the best I can. I did about 10 of these. This is a dip, and you can tell from my ugly ass face, it's hard. This workout, it gets harder with each exercise and each circuit, so keep going, it's good for you. And then here, this is a modified plank. This is a plank, so it works on your core, but also it engages even more the core by doing this little, thing I'm doing with. As you can see, is double cheeked up, so try to pay attention. But yeah, you can see I'm gassed. Pretty good workout. This is a lower body workout. It's a 1 leg squat, 10 squats on each side. If you can't do the full range, it's okay. I don't even think I'm doing the full range. Just supporting that you try. Don't do it this fast. This is not the normal speed I sped this video up. So please don't try and do it that fast. You're gonna like a fool. And now you see I go straight into the squats. I do 20 of these in the workout. Try to make sure you have good movement. Try and keep your back as straight. So just in line, just try and do your best. Do 20 of these. This is the lunge, the forward lunge. I do 10 on each leg, just like the squat. Make sure your knee it almost touches the ground, but not fully. Knee over your second toe, back straight. Yeah, good form is important. I'm gassed, definitely, like by this point. I think it's the first circuit too. Yeah, this is rough. And this is the step up on my bed. You can see I'm using my bed. What this does, using my bed actually is interesting because it adds a little bit extra what's called proprioception. It makes you balance. It's harder on an unstable surface, but that's actually good for you in the fitness sense over time. As you see, I'm doing it. It wasn't always this easy for me. I kind of struggled to balance. So when I first started doing this, when the pandemic it first started, so yeah, just try and make sure you have good form. And like I said, just try. It's the functionality and the form is important, but I would say don't be too worried if you have a little bit of distortion. That's okay. On Saturday, what I do what's called a cardio day, and I just go outside and enjoy nature. I know a lot of y'all might not realize, but there's this thing called a walk, and it's pretty incredible. You get your vitamin D that has been said to help with COVID. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Just wanted to quickly say, I know y'all saw me do that whole workout, but if you can't do all that, that's completely fine. What's important is that you get moving and that you at least attempt. And I guarantee you, if you at least attempt, do the best you can, or just push yourself, then you will reap a benefit from what I just did, or whatever exercise you plan on doing during this time. Exercise, working out, it's a hobby to me. It's not my life. At the end of the day, it's done for your benefit. So say, like, don't get too caught up in feeling like you're not fit enough, or you feel embarrassed if you can't do certain things. I'll be honest, like during this whole pandemic, I've been slacking too. Definitely lost muscle, which is inevitable since we can't go to the gym, but I've lost muscle. I haven't achieved all my fitness goals for 2020, and a lot of it is my fault. It's not even the pandemic's fault. A lot of it is my fault. What's important is that you need to be kind to yourself. You're a human being. You are not a robot. You have good days and bad days. But what's important is that the general line is upwards. You're gonna have your days when you're not doing so well, where you kind of cheat, where you might binge. I know I binge sometimes. It's all about the big picture, so be kind to yourself. We have, a bunch of other things a lot of us are worrying about at this time. The most important is your mental health, and just don't ever forget that. Just be kind to yourself.
Take care.